Perpetual conflict of opposing antagonistic forces in nature, human society, and in the human soul. The frieze encircled the outer side of the cella at a height of 12 meters above its base. It had a total length of 160 meters and was around a meter in height. It comprised 115 blocks with continuous representations in relief of men and animals in motion. The relief was exceedingly low, around 6 centimeters at most. The theme depicted was the procession to the acropolis that took place during the Great Parthenon, the festival in honor of the goddess Athena. The procession began in 2 lines from the southwest corner of the frieze and followed the long sides to meet in the east. In the composition of the frieze, the following groups can be distinguished. The preparation for the procession. The main procession itself, ranks of horsemen and chariots. The procession bringing the offerings and sacrificial animals. And finally, the culmination of the festival with the handing over of the petlos in the presence of the gods and goddesses in the center of the east end. Included in the composition were 378 figures, gods, heroes of the city, officials, citizens, men and women, children, youths and elders, and more than 220 animals, mainly horses, but cattle and rams as well. The faces of the figures resemble each other. They are serious and calm, imbued with ethos, spirituality, and pride. Great variety is evident in the poses of the figures, their movements, and their dress. The horses of the procession are all shown in profile. Some walk quietly along, others run, some vie with each other. Head, mane, and tail give many of the horses distinct individuality. Rich colors and metal attachments once embellished the figures, which stood out in relief from a deep blue background. The pediments are the triangular areas formed by the sloping and horizontal cornices of the roof over the 2 narrow ends of the temple. Within these were the supreme sculptures of the Parthenon. The east pediment, above the entrance to the temple, depicts the birth of the goddess Athena. In the middle was the figure of Zeus, next to Athena and Hephaestus, who, according to the myth, split open the head of Zeus with an axe so that the goddess could be born. To the left is Dionysus, reclining. Sitting beside him, Demeter and her daughter Persephone. Then, standing, the goddess Artemis. In the right wing of the pediment is a group of 3 seated divinities, Hestia, Dione, and her lovely daughter Aphrodite. The scene is framed at each end of the pediment by the chariot of the rising Helios, the sun, and that of Selene, the setting moon, showing that the birth occurred at the dawn of day. In the west pediment was depicted the contest between Athena and Poseidon for claim to the Attic land. Athena won, and the city was named Athens. Shown in the middle are the 2 divinities with their gifts, Athena with her olive tree, and Poseidon with the salty water of the sea. Their chariots stand beside them. Behind, the 2 Olympian messengers, Iris and Hermes, arrive to proclaim the outcome of the contest. To the left, the mythical king Cecrops and his daughter watch the competition. Half-reclining figures in the 2 wings of the pediment establish the location with the personification of the river Kephisos and the Kaliroi spring, and the other Attic river, the Ilissos. These colossal statues were carved in the round, with the same care for both the visible front and the invisible back of the figures, for as dedications to the gods, they had to be perfect.